The area of empowerment, in the last 1 year, I think I have done my modest best. This is the fourth time since 2015 I came into National Assembly that I've been able to organize my own empowerment for my federal constituency. I remember the first time I came into National Assembly, people in my constituency were shocked to see for the first time that the member of House of Representatives could bring vehicles, could bring grinding machines, block molding machines, tricycles, and what have you, to donate to people, because I was the first to do that. And truly speaking, it was really commendable. And because also at that time, my place has a lot of several ethnic groups, but the principal amongst them was the Chamba, the South of Fulani, the Mumuyawas, and the Yangdang people. I remember I also gave them all one vehicle at that time, so that they can be able to move around, to mobilize people for us. And they did that. So a lot of party men, those at the lower level, our electorates, some of them got grinding machine, one grinding machine or the other. Some got block molding machines, some got tricycles and what have you. So I have done also empowerments that matters on youths and women. I remember all the youth leaders in my federal constituency. I gave each of them a generating set with a clipper. I remember also for the women leaders, I made sure I gave the generator with the dryer and some other things that they required. But the model of all empowerment was the one I did some few weeks ago, and that empowerment was really one of the best for me. And because I remember I gave out over 30 vehicles, gave out over 400 sewing machines, over 150 grinding machines, over 100 motorcycles, over 100 pumping machines, and over 100 also wheelchairs for the disabled and what have you. So it was actually a grand one. This kind of empowerment is meant to make our youths be a little bit on their own. If you have a block molding machine, you should be in a position to have, rather than sell it, you can start a block work. And small and small you can grow. You have a grinding machine, particularly when we give it to women, they are mothers, you find them in their houses, they try to, rather than go somewhere and begin to pay, they do it at home and people come and they patronize them. And some people use these sewing machines, and then some of them are already professional designers or tailors. So they have some of them, these items, and they held them. Although I can tell you that some also sell it, but you can't blame anybody because the poverty level in the country generally is a little bit high. So some of these things, sometimes people don't do it consciously. People must survive. But as a people or as representatives of the people, we must be seen to also provide some palliatives of this nature, and that's why we do our best. And if people will recall, my intervention in my constituency is not just about all the time grinding machines, vehicles, and what have you. We have built schools. We have intervened in the health sector. We have provided these ones, the empowerment tools that people have seen. So we have been intervening in several issues, and then some people will give them startup capital. We have given a lot of people startup capital where they can also start their businesses and what have you. But I want to say on record that my constituency, my federal constituency, Ganye Jada Tongo Mayobelwa, is the largest of all the constituency in the House of Representatives in Adamawa State. Because the senator from the northern zone, he has 5 local governments, but I have 4 local governments. So it's just a difference of 1 local government. You can see what I mean. So sometimes you assuming if I had 2 local governments, that probably would have reduced my stress. But I have the highest, and the expectation on my side, surprisingly, is even higher than people who have less number of local governments compared to me. But this is what people will not understand. But that I'm sitting on this seat, I know what I'm facing. Because even if I am to talk to party executive, that means I have to talk to party executives of 4 local governments. But I have colleagues of mine in the National Assembly who represent one local government, and the population may be high, but the executive of the party is just one. If I have a member of House of Reps who represent one local government, whose total population is close to, let's say, my own, 4 local governments put together, but he cannot say that the party executives in that local government is the same with my own. I have 4 chairmen of the party officials, the same at the local government level, but he has only one. So if I am asked to come and talk to my party officials, I have over 1,200 and something delegates. You can imagine. But in some places, the man representing one local government has less than 300 delegates. So we're not the same. But again, people don't understand that. The expectation again from you that have 4 local government is still higher. But we thank God that we have been able to do our own modest best. In as much as there is so much expectation from us, we also have been doing our own part to the expectation of the people. And I thank God that I am doing my best, and I will keep doing more for my constituency. As a young man, I have the strength, the agility, I said, and I will do all within my powers to ensure that I lobby things for my people. But where I am not able to get this thing, people should understand that no politician under the sun can be able to provide everything for his people. No matter how I will empower people, not everybody in my constituency can get an empowerment material. Even if I'm to stay on this seat for over 20 years, I know that somebody will say that he has not even ever seen 1 naira of mine, and it's very true. But there are people who have also been. So the issue is you have to gauge the percentage to which you have done, and we thank God. May Allah help us.